Beggars can't be choosers, but beggars never quit. Height here, and you already know what this is. It's time for Choosing Beggars, but with a twist. A blast from the past with Walkback Wednesday. Let's do it. Our first post today is by mdgames, titled, "Company offers free athletic leggings. Still, not enough for some people."
They are not free if you have to pay anything, even shipping. You are a big company. Send out 1,000 actually, free pair, and then get some opinions from them. Please don't say they're free then charge shipping.
The leggings themselves are free, and you pay the shipping. We're actually not a big company, and we do not owe anybody a completely free offer. We do this offer to give as many people a chance to try out our product as possible, and we advertise up front about our offer. We have many customers who are happy to only have to pay shipping to try our product out. Thanks for checking us out. If you look at like infomercials too, if you want to try the product or a free sample, things like that, there's usually always the catch that you just have to pay shipping. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know how much these pants are, but you know what? I guarantee you they're saving money just paying the shipping. Looks like they're not getting them. This next one is by robotachi, titled, "This logic scares me."
To be honest, artists shouldn't draw for themselves. It's selfish compared to others who can't draw. Artists are born with the ability, and some aren't, so why draw for yourself? If you do, you're an asshole. You should share your talent and draw for others.
Just because somebody has a talent doesn't mean they have to draw for others. If they choose to draw for others, they're allowed to charge because at that point, they're providing a service. Once you can wrap your head around that, maybe you'll understand how the world works. This next one is by wanderingowl, titled, "Advanced Choosing Beggar." Public service announcement. This is not at all how music licensing works.
Dear Fritz, you did not reply to my email from January 20th, 2020. Therefore, I assume I can use the music for free.
Just because you don't get a reply doesn't mean you can automatically use the music for free. There's still licensing involved. Have fun with that future lawsuit. This next one is by susiekitten, titled, "Uber driver. 5 stars or get off. No right to complain."
Uber Pro Diamond. Do not accept any score below 5 stars. Knows English and Chinese. From Begton. Has passed a multi-step safety screen. 1,601 trips. 4.86 star rating. 2 years. Fun fact. All I promise to do is get you to your destination. Don't expect anything else, like neatness or smell or navigation. If you have any complaints, please get off early and look for other drivers. I don't accept anything less than 5 stars. If you reach your destination, that means you gave up the other options. You have no right to complain.
Doesn't accept anything less than 5 stars. Does that mean he holds you in the vehicle until you give them a 5-star rating? The fact being, clearly people did not give him a 5-star rating because he does not hold a 5-star rating after all those 1,601 trips he's done. This next one is by CallMeTuesday, titled, "I thought this was a joke post. It was not."
Here's a useful tip for couples who want to take their wedding planning to the next level. Wedding tip. If you're hiring people to provide services for your reception, musicians, a DJ, florists, caterers, photographers, etc., offer to advertise for them in exchange for reduced rates.
You know, the thing is, not everybody getting married has this massive following on social media. They're not celebrities, so I don't understand how that's actually going to work out. We already deal with enough of the Choosing Beggars posts with people looking for free for exposure. I'm pretty sure the same would apply for reduced rates. This next one is by the midwifewriter, titled, "10% military discount is a little gash, apparently."
I emailed you inquiring about a watch if you would consider Forces, X-Forces discount, but nobody got back to me, so I took that as a no. Thanks.
Hi Steve, I can see that your email was replied to on the same day back in November. If you could look in your junk folder please, you might find it there and it will be from the team at here. To confirm, we do offer a military or services discount and you can find all the information here. Sends link. Do let us know if you have any further questions and we will be happy to help.
10% is a little gash though.
I mean, 10% is still 10%. I'd be happy with that, and I didn't serve, so you know what? Be happy and be grateful for what they're willing to offer you. This next one is by brcnz, titled, Imagine criticizing someone who has promised to donate 100% of the $4 million prize money, should he win the Grand Slam. Hashtag Aces for Bushfire Relief Pledge to donate every single cent of his prize money if he becomes the hashtag AO 2020 champion.
Still only a pledge to donate if he wins the title? What is he donating if he doesn't win?
Well, beggar, what have you donated? Have you pledged anything? Or are you just sitting there bashing and criticizing others without actually taking action of your own? This next one is by Captain Hindsight, titled, I got platinum ages ago and was saving my coins to give gold to an underrated post. Gave it to this unappreciative arse.
Oh, look what we have here! 1 week of premium and 100 coins. Fuck right off. If you are spending money, then at least give platinum, bish.
Oh, look what we have here. Yet another ungrateful beggar that really didn't deserve the award wants to complain about it instead of just accepting it and moving forward with their life. This next one is by knitteddesigns, titled, I apparently single-handedly ruined a 13-year-old's birthday party.
You do album covers, right? My daughter, 13 years old, has a band. I want to surprise her for her birthday. Could you do that?
Absolutely. What sort of work would you like done? Depending on how complex it is, it'll probably take between 1 to 2 hours to do. My rate is 25 euros per hour, if that's okay with you.
10 euros. Flat rate, half before and half after. Well, do we have a deal?
Apologies, my prices are non-negotiable. I can spend no longer than 1 hour on it if you'd prefer a low-cost alternative.
15. Final offer. I can upfront if you want.
No, sorry, 25 per hour or nothing at all.
Great, she's crying now. How does it feel? You made a child cry just so you could have 10 measly extra bucks? I hope you feel ashamed of yourself. Her birthday is ruined. Congrats, pal.
Her birthday's ruined because you wanted to cheap out and not pay the rate that was required to get the album cover to surprise your daughter for her birthday. Does that make sense? Accept it now. And our final post today is by Athelindad E, titled, So let me tell you about a woman that demanded to be paid for getting a free ride because there was a girl with cancer in the car. Backstory. This happened when I was studying at a university and living with my parents. Our village is located roughly an hour drive from a big city where most of our neighborhood work, including my mom, her nice friend in the IT department, and the choosing beggar, all employed by the same firm. There's a train to the city in the neighboring village, but it's a half an hour walk, so my mother would generally drive to work, and I'd tag along whenever our schedules allowed it. Around 2 months before the story takes place, the choosing beggar realized she could ride to work and back home with my mom, and my mother, being a very generous person, agreed to that, demanding no payment, as it wasn't any major inconvenience for her, and she was aware that the choosing beggar was doing a low-salary job and had young kids at home. The nice IT friend, let's call her Anne, who was always taking a train home, asked my mother a few days beforehand if she and her daughter could ride home with her on Friday, as her daughter was going to be released from just a routine checkup at the hospital in the city. She also offered to take an early leave so that they'd be ready by the car, but my mom said they'd just go to the hospital together as it's only a 10-minute detour. Come Friday, and surprisingly, I finish my classes early and message my mom if I can tag along. My mom says yes, but at the same time explains quickly Anne's situation and that the car will be packed. No problem for me. 5 minutes to 5, I arrive at the parking lot and see the choosing beggar waiting already. This woman must never work till the end of the shift. She sees me and gets visibly annoyed, saying something along the lines of,
"Oh, now this car is going to become a public bus for annoying teenagers?"
I was in my 20s and rather quiet in the car. I pretend I heard nothing and just wait patiently. 10 minutes later, my mom arrives with Anne and we drive toward the hospital. The checkout must have been busy as we wait for about 20 minutes, but it's fine with me and my mom, as it's a special situation. However, the choosing beggar rants about waiting all the time, much to our annoyance. Anne finally shows and we quickly realize that it was by no means just a checkup. Anne's daughter looks very frail and thin, face white, bald head covered with a scarf, barely holding up and clearly just released from chemotherapy. I immediately get off the front seat and go out to grab the daughter's luggage from Anne to place it in the trunk and let her take the front, as I don't feel comfortable having her crammed up in the back. Choosing beggar is rather a large woman, not like that's saying anything bad, but there was hardly any room in the back with her and Anne in my mom's city car. Anne quietly thanks me and we roll back home, in relative silence as the daughter fell asleep immediately. We go to Anne's home first, just on the way, and they start leaving quickly. Anne's daughter throws up a moment. She wakes up, getting some puke on the car, and quickly starts apologizing. We say we don't mind, and there it starts. Anne takes out her wallet and gets a bill that had exchanged for around $60 and insists on paying my mom for both the ride and cleaning the car, which my mom quickly declines. However, at the same moment, the choosing beggar reaches for the money. For a moment, everything is silent, and then the conversation goes like this.
"I'll be taking it, thanks."
On what grounds?
"Well, we had to take this huge detour and I'll be like 40 minutes late at home."
Well, you would have been even later had you taken the train. It's none of your concern.
"I don't take any trains home. I always ride this car and I'm not just being late. This car has been ruined by Anne's daughter."
It's not even your car, and we don't mind.
"I take it every day, so it's mine as well."
Bullshit. It's my mom's car and she decides what to do with it.
"Anyways, daughter puked in here in my close proximity. I'm surely entitled to some damages."
No, it's right. I'm so sorry. She grabs the $60, puts it in my mother's handbag, and proceeds to take out another banknote, around $25, and hands it to choosing beggar, who quickly pockets the money. Heck, Anne, you shouldn't have given her a thing. She takes rides with my mom daily and pays us nothing. Oh, I thought she was paying for the fuel. As she should have.
"It doesn't matter. I take this car every day and now I'm covered in some sick girl's vomit. What if my kids catch what she's sick with?"
Puke got nowhere near her. Daughter shouts in a very rasped voice, "I have a brain tumor. It's not contagious." That somehow managed to shut the choosing beggar up. My mom got out, took the daughter's luggage, and walked Anne and her daughter home, slipping the banknote she was given into their mailbox on the way back. She says nothing and drives straight to choosing beggar's home. She'd normally leave her at the crossroad nearby, and speaks for the first time in a while. "I was driving you because it wasn't inconvenient for me, but it just became a large inconvenience. This partnership is done. I don't care if you take the train from now on, get your own car, or just quit your job. I will not be driving you anywhere unless you or your kids are dying. The $25 you were given for no reason should be enough for a week's worth of train tickets anyways, so enjoy. This car is mine and mine only, so get out now." After that, I hardly saw the choosing beggar at all. Hopefully she's never coming back into the picture. And my mom drives to work with Anne now, who, even if nobody asks her to, pays for the fuel. Anne's daughter is in remission now, so she's doing much better if you're curious. Have a good day, y'all. Sorry for the long post, I just had to tell the story to more people. And sorry if the English is not perfect, I'm not a native speaker. I'm glad that your mom pretty much told the choosing beggar enough is enough and that they're on their own. The choosing beggar was extremely disrespectful, and you know what? It would be an inconvenience having them just as a part of your life in general, I think. I'm glad that Anne's daughter's doing well and that your mother and Anne pretty much can drive to and from work in peace. Alright, that's enough beggars for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Choosing Beggars. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day.